is Shawn Powell, and today is going to be story time. If you don't know who I am, y'all, you're about to. That's about what I'm going to tell you. It's a story that I have actually lived myself. And not only that, y'all, not just getting free from the job, which was a big part of it, y'all, but what I learned since then that's really going to help you understand where you need to be. Either you're trying to get there or you will get there sooner or later. And this is going to be kind of a roadmap that's going to help you understand exactly where this is at. So story time, y'all. 26 years, y'all, I did restaurants in North Carolina. From the time I was 17 years old, I started managing while I was still in high school, general manager of a restaurant. Can you imagine that? Getting out of school at 1 o'clock to literally go run a restaurant. So restaurant is all I knew. I was very happy with it. Son got sick, wound up, it was like $11,000 for like 6 days of him being in the hospital. And I had already been thinking about online business. I love computers. I built my own computers, gaming rigs, and stuff like that. So I had interest in it, And I even remember times where girlfriends or family members would send me a book at Christmas time about eBay or, stuff like that. So because they knew I was interested in over the years, to maybe do some kind of online business or something. Well, when my son got sick, y'all, I was a single full-time dad, working 65 hours a week in a restaurant. He literally couldn't even stay in his own house for half the week. That's how bad it was, because I was working 40 hours every 3 days, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, over 40 hours, not including driving there and back. So my son, I was, before he got up, and before he even came home, or, it was just too late for him. So he could not stay in his own house right by itself. So it really motivated me to really try to find some online business. And when that big $11,000 bill popped up, and I was like, man, something's really got to happen. This could have been a lot worse than it is. So I started looking, right? Last week of October 2014, I got in my first online business. I was so excited. I took 30-some pages worth of notes. I didn't know what I was doing. I had hang-ups. I'm entirely blind on my right eye. So I was like, I had to mentally get straightened out to start doing this. I had my old phone. Y'all, even brought it back just so I can show y'all. It's an old S3 phone, Samsung $250 phone, and a $4 stand. And I sit down at this kitchen table, sitting over there. And some of y'all, if you know me from old school, from 2014, 2015, I've just let go, y'all. I started telling people what I thought. I got over my hang-ups, y'all. Even though I didn't want people to see me, I didn't have pictures for 2 decades because of me being blind. I had my own hang-ups, right? But what I realized is online business is more about you getting over your hang-ups than anything else. When you get to the point that you want it, your business, your freedom for you and your son or whatever, more than you care what anybody thinks, that's when everything changes, y'all. Now, let's go forward a little bit. This right here, y'all, was May 7th of 2015. I got free from the job and came home. I had made over 130 videos in like a month and a half while still working 65 hours a week in a job. My son knew something had changed in me, right? Obviously, Dad, we used to play video games every day with me, and now all of a sudden he's knocking out videos and trying to learn how to do online business and literally slobbering on the keyboard where I work 14-hour shifts. Could not stand a white shirt with this red tie. I just could not stand this short sleeve shirt they made me wear. And it motivated me even more because they made me start doing that. I'd always been able to wear whatever I wanted to. I could not stand. When I wear white, either I'll be getting married or dead. There's just no in between. I don't wear white. It's just not my color, right? So I let that motivate me even more. And my son laying down on the little car bed beside the computer with me getting 1 hour to no sleep at all sometimes, me sitting there rubbing his head so he can conk out so I could figure out online business. And this is about when I got free from the job, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. So, yes, that was a huge blessing. I absolutely loved it. And a lot of y'all think when you reach your goal, this is where it's going to be at, right? It's not, y'all. It's the path to it. It was me going to work from 1 hour to no hours of sleep, still I'm telling you, just about slobbering off the keyboards to getting up and getting dressed to go to work, bouncing off the walls with excitement and enthusiasm, because every time this phone dinged with an email, it was money, right? $33 commissions is how I got free from the job. Now, let's go into what I need to teach you, right? I got a lot of things to show you, so if you hung in this song, just go all the way to the end because you need to hear this, right? Now, in 2015, I had a friend of mine, Chuck Boley. His name is Charles Boley on the leaderboard right here, right? Dude, this dude was outstanding. He was an older guy. He passed away recently, right? If there anybody wants to know the two people that meant the most to me, period, in online business was Charles Bollet and Tim Chisonis, which is Tim and Michael right here, right? Now, this business was called Automated Wealth Network. I went to number one in the world in this business, getting 300 to 350 members a month. About one out of every four people going active. I was making about $4,000 running my tail off. Even though it was a lot better than being in a restaurant, I was still laying on the couch, had a blanket on me, the kitty cat on my lap, with a ceiling fan going, watching YouTube, watching Sanford and Son, whatever. And I'm going to tell you what, here's a tip. Don't watch Sanford and Son. You cannot not watch it. I'm going to tell you, whatever you're trying to do, it's going to suck you up. It's just, you can't beat it, y'all. It's awesome, right? But don't try to watch that. Put something else on it, like Back to the Future you've seen a million times or something. And that's what I used to do, right? But y'all, it beat so much better. It was a blessing from God for me to be able to be home every day, right? Go get my son. Y'all, every day I went date with my son at 12 o'clock, at school, and have him lay right here beside me, his arm, right on my arm. And I was the cool dad. Everybody felt that way, all the little kids, all the little friends and stuff like that, y'all. I never missed any field trips. Things like this is what motivated me in online business because I was tired of losing these trips with my son. He ain't never going to be small again. So I wanted this, and it motivated me. Here's another thing, y'all. My family get-togethers. I worked so many hours on so many weekends. I worked on 13 years for the last restaurant on I-40 with everybody heading to the beach and coming back, right? So if you can imagine what my busy restaurant was like, we literally had to hire a sheriff to direct traffic off of 40 into our parking lot because it would get backed up on 40 to the point where traffic was being stopped on 40. So this is what my life was like, right? So my family get-togethers, after 4 years, 5 years of saying, Shawn, we're having a family get-together this Saturday, at such and such. Guess what? They quit telling me about them because they knew I couldn't go. That's where my life was at, y'all. My grandma is in her 90s. My mom passed away when I was young. She became my mom. On Mother's Day and stuff like that, I always contact my grandma. Mean the world to me. And here I am missing her 90th birthday, 89, 87. This is when we had the family get-togethers and stuff. Everybody's birthday was in like June and July. That was amazing that happened, but it just happened that way. So, and here I am. I wasn't able to go. That's where my life was at, y'all. So to be able to come home and be with my son and have all this freedom was awesome. But y'all, let me show you something. This is real important right here, y'all. Wrong businesses done right are still the wrong businesses right here, right? Wrong businesses done right are still the wrong businesses. You can be sitting in the wrong vehicle, doing everything right, getting out 300 to 350 members a month, y'all. Chuck Boley was number one until that June of this month right here. That's the reason I kept this one up here. He was number one on the leaderboard for a long time. So when I finally bypassed it, I was blown away. I had done it with Facebook and learning to market with attraction marketing and things like that, y'all. Chuck Boley was killing YouTube, right? So he taught me something. He had been in the hospital. I didn't even know the guy was sick or anything like that. When I passed him on the leaderboard, I contacted him that day and couldn't find out. He'd been in the hospital for over a week. So I had been actually competing against his residual work from YouTube. And here I was every day on Facebook like crazy. So even though I was number one, I knew that YouTube could be very powerful, right? Now, what was working for me at Facebook was I had learned to let go. Let these people feel and know what I mean, what I think about my business, what it means to me and my son, being free from a job, things like that. I was being real. I was sincerity. It was belief. They could sense it. People will follow you even if they don't know what you're doing if you believe in what you're doing, right? I learned that in the Amway from when I was a kid at 19 years old. My dad was in Amway, never made a dollar, but I learned to think the right way, and I'm good at figuring things out, especially when I'm passionate about it, right? So here I was, number one in the world. I finally passed Chuck Boley. Tim Chisonis right here, y'all. I did not have a sponsor. I never had a sponsor. And that's where those late nights trying to figure up all this stuff out and by applying action, things of that nature. And I'm going to talk about this in just a little bit more in just a minute, y'all. But Tim Chisonis had told me something that changed my life, y'all. And this is right before I got free from the job. I think without it, I'm not sure I would have put it together. I was trying to learn how to do email marketing, trying to do YouTube, trying to do Facebook. I didn't know Facebook, y'all. I didn't even know Facebook groups existed. I didn't do a 40-some-year-old man, single full-time dad, working that many hours in a restaurant, don't care about Facebook. My idea of Facebook with this phone would be me and my son going to Myrtle Beach, me taking pictures. But look, I'm not posting it on Facebook. I am actually saving them so that if something happened, I would have my pictures. I didn't even post it to friends and family because I didn't care about Facebook. That's where I was. So isn't it ironic that 6 months later, I got free from a job with Facebook? And I'm not telling you not to do Facebook or YouTube or anything. That's entirely up to you. You should find what works for your strengths and go with it, right? But Tim Dishonest told me I was burning myself out. I was spending 2 hours with a brand new guy that I made $33 with because, and I thought that Tim was going to tell me, oh, that's awesome, dude. You're spending that much time. He didn't, y'all. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, I sent him a message because he's on the West Coast, 3 hours late, and me doing another late nighter like usual, right? And I was like, I'm looking recognition. I was like number 6 on the leaderboard or something like, first time, I was really proud of that. Tim sent me in big letters. Stop doing that. It's called Automated Wealth Network for a reason. All your downline are going to think you need to do the same thing. And he says, and listen, you work too many hours. He knew my story, right? You work too many hours. How many people could you get out to in 2 hours' time? And he was right. And I was like, wow, I was hoping for some recognition here. Instead, I got spanking for helping this dude for 2 hours. And I'm not telling you to help somebody. I'm just saying, be there for your people, but cannot handhold every person. What you're going to realize is some of these people are dead horses. They are dead horses, and you cannot drag a dead horse past the finish line. It just cannot. You are going to have to let them apply action, and you be there for them during the process. Now, I want you to hear what Tim Chisanis told me. Changed my life, y'all. And I'll tell anybody right now, there's times that God is doing something for you. And that night was it. Tim told me, and I quote, Shawn, I want you to pick one way to get out to people. One way only. And I want you to master that way. And I want you to know that you're not going to quit. And go master that way. Go apply action. Get in the trenches and learn what you need to learn. It's going to teach you by applying action, right? And then secondly, he told me not to contact him until I made $500 worth of commissions. And now some of it could have been he wanted me to leave him alone, I grant you. Maybe so. Maybe, I don't know. He wasn't my sponsor or anything. But I'm going to tell you what, y'all. It lit a fire underneath me. And I chose Facebook. And bam, next thing I know, I was making 60 to 100 plus leads a day. Went to number 1 in the leaderboards, and I got free from the job in 6 months' time because I focused. Now, here's the thing. It wasn't because it was the right business. It wasn't that moment because I hadn't matured enough. I didn't want residual income. I didn't want to pay. Why would I want to pay every month for something if, for a company, if I got an online business to make money? I don't want bills. So that's why that $33 just made a lot of sense to me, right? But when I matured enough and I had somebody who wasn't as good a marketer, she started making $7,000 a month. And I was like, what? How is she doing this? And it was residual income in these bigger businesses, right? So I was like, okay, it's time to jump boat. So number 1 in the world, y'all, I left this business right here, $33 of commissions, and started looking somewhere else. So I left the leaderboard immediately after I was done with this, right? Now, y'all, I'm going to show you. Getting in the right vehicle. Exitus Elite, y'all. Now, I know this is Infinity Processing System. And I want you to understand, I'm calling Exitus Elite the big brother to IPS. And I'm going to probably continue to say IPS. And it's not that I'm knocking IPS at all. And please understand, y'all, there's nothing wrong with this. I just want you to understand that there's a difference from being on a leaderboard and being pretty sitting up there and making real financial change and freedom for yourself, right? So when I left this making $4,000, what happened to me, y'all? August the 1st, I had joined Exitus Elite, and it was $1,000 commissions. It was just it. I had never even come close to doing a business at $1,000. And I was used to hammering away and stuff like that. I decided I was going to do YouTube because Chuck Boley, after he passed away, and Steve Ordell and Mark Crosby, these guys were YouTube like crazy. They were all over, right on my toes, right on my heels, even though I was number one. I really liked the way they were doing things, and it was so much less work for them. They weren't every day working at home. They were building videos and letting the residual work for them. So I got to making YouTube videos like crazy. And let me tell you what I learned, y'all, was the exact same thing I had learned with Facebook. Finding a business you believe in. Find something you can breathe, man. Love this business. If you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to do it. Now, let me show you this. I got so many things to show you. So please hold on to this, y'all. You're going to see why everything makes a difference here. Exitus Elite, Shawn Powell, right? I want you to look at this, y'all. This is 1 year ago. This is 3 weeks ago. This is $1,100 a day. 2 days ago, $1,000 a day. This is 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 9 days ago. This is me and my son that made $1,000 out and about. I got a 40-foot yacht, y'all. 1 year ago, we're over there. I'm going to just let this bad boy scroll. Look at this. This is 5 years ago. I've got 6 years, y'all, all the way up there. I've got over 400 videos per side of Exitus Elite. Now, this is Matthew. He's my downline. He probably uses my name as a keyword, so when I did a search, it probably popped up there as well. And I have no idea what that is. That's just something for me, I guess. Wow, female species. I do watch this stuff right here, though, the killers and stuff like that. Okay, so by having a business that I love and I believe in, y'all, and look, this is right here. This is 5 months ago, $10,000 months inside this Exitus Elite business. I was making $40,000 plus months inside of Exitus right from the get-go. Now, I've got over 400 videos. I have made videos, y'all, where I just let it scroll the whole time and do an entire video and never reach the bottom of where Shawn Powell had been doing videos. So I'm someone that applies a lot of action. But let me tell you something, y'all. The right vehicle is going to be you believe in that business, because if you don't, try to do 50 videos. Try to do 50 in a business you don't believe in. It's like trying to be in love with someone that you're not in love with. People can see right through it. They're going to know that this ain't real. And I can tell you, they can just sense it. And to me, belief, sincerity is always going to be the answers. You don't have to script anything. Even though I'm showing you some stuff right here, this is not really prescripted. I've used this over the years just to kind of keep me on track, because I'm bad for getting sidetracked, for teaching things from one thing to the next to the next. I'm really bad for that. And this kind of helps me keep organized. I'll show you this, y'all. August the 1st, I got into Exitus Elite. I had most money I'd ever had sitting in the bank was $15,000 after working 26 years in a profession and making $40,000, $50,000 months and stuff like that, plus bonuses. Wasn't the worst money in the world. I wasn't like I was strapped for income like so many people are when they got on business. I was looking freedom for time. I wanted to be there with my son. I wanted to go to that field trip on Monday that I could never go to. I wanted to be able to my family get together. My dad had Parkinson's. I need to be able to get off and take him places and things like that. Yo, I love landscaping. I absolutely love my yard. I had a brand new mower sitting in my yard for 4 years because I worked too many hours and I didn't want to waste my day off with my son cutting grass and weed eating or whatever. When I got free from the job, y'all, I fired him. I sit out there. I remember riding a mower. We went and bought a new one shortly after, y'all. It was a $2,000 mower. It was awesome. My son's first mower is why I really considered it. But I came out here, y'all, and I remember sitting there taking deep breaths and kept looking at the sky. And I remember thinking to myself, y'all, how long has it been since I've seen the sky? That's what happens when you work too many hours from the morning to nighttime. That many hours, I can't even remember how the sky looked like that, to be honest. I remember going out to my car when I was done working and walking beside the brick, because the building was brick, of Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue on I-40, right? And I could feel the heat off the brick burning on me. I mean, I could literally feel it against my arm if you ever had a hot day where a brick got cooked like that, right? And while I'm walking past it, I'm sitting there thinking, I missed the sun today. I literally did not see the sun, and all I've got is the remains of heat from a wall when I'm walking past it going to my truck. That's the closest to seeing the sun during that daytime that I had. I went from that to coming home, taking deep breaths, realizing that I was free, looking up at the sky, y'all, taking deep breaths, and I was like, I'm free. I'm literally free, y'all. And that's when it really sunk in. I'll tell you when it sunk in for my son. Those days from May 7th to the end of June, June 13th, whatever it was, I went every day and ate with my son at school. Every day, y'all. I'm going to tell you. And I noticed when it sunk in for him that something changed. Daddy is home for the rest of the year. It's all we did, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, if you don't think me and my son ain't closer now, Y'all are crazy. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that, y'all. I'm going to show you this right here, y'all. This is the things I'm going to show you and I'm going to talk about right here. This is my son right here, y'all. From this age, let me show you the difference. He was 7 years old when this image was taken, right? He wanted to say bye to everybody at the end of the video. My self-esteem was so shot, I still couldn't look forward. Oh my God's honest truth, y'all. I had to have over thousands and thousands of pictures of my son at this time, but my low self-esteem, because I'm entirely blind in my right eye, couldn't stand to look at my own pictures and images of myself. To go from that to who I am now, God was doing a lot more for me than just money financially. I'm going to tell you that, y'all. And some of y'all, you're going to have to get over your hangups. I'm sorry. Either you're going to quit playing with something until you do, or you're going to play with something, not make money, and then quit losing however much money you put into it because you didn't understand people join people, and people want to know what you think about your business, and you ain't willing to let go to do that. And all the people that you're following, you're sitting there thinking, well, if I get in their system, then I'll make it. You're not going to do anything but brand that person until you learn to brand yourself. That's going to be it. Until you learn to let go, let these people connect with you. Give them someone that loves and believes in the business, who is accessible, who will answer the phone, who's applying action, because that's when you're going to learn the answers, and that's when you're going to become a leader. You're not going to get it any other way. And look, y'all, this is one thing about IPS, or any other businesses too. They have one or two tricks, right? What are they doing? They have the exact same script, and what they're doing is like, just post this on your timeline. Now, when other people succeed, if they're in your team or not, add them to your timeline and congratulate them until you finally wind up making yourself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But to be honest, y'all, I can look at this. I can look at anything from IPS and know that's what they're doing without even seeing the words, because that's exactly what they're teaching you to do, right? So I'm not knocking that. That's great. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, learning online business and doing online business is so much more than one or two tricks, and that's it. Y'all, you've got to get in the trenches. You're going to have to learn to get over your hangups. And listen to this, y'all. The higher the commissions are, the bigger the life-changing income is going to be, the more the people are going to want to connect with you. And once you quit playing with these $33, can you imagine if I would have stayed there, y'all? Think about that, y'all. How different my life would be. But going from that right here, where my son is, to this was last week, me and my son, me going to picking him up from school. He's slumped down in there. Believe me, his foot's bigger than my foot. He weighs over 160 pounds. Yo, I was in my 30s before I weighed 160 anything. I was a stick forever, right? Yo, he's almost at my height. We're probably that far apart from each other. Hard to tell in that image, but he's a big boy. He's going to be a tall fella for sure. Probably bigger than I am. And guess what, y'all? Out of all this, cannot tell you how close we are. Secondly, on top of that, y'all, I've been home for more than half his life. More than half my son's life, Daddy had been home. Imagine what it does, not just for me, but for my son. That is priceless. And I can tell y'all, I am so glad I got away from those wrong businesses that I was doing right and getting into the right life-changing income businesses, getting positioned to make life-changing income. Now, I got a couple things to show y'all, and then I'll end this real soon, y'all. But I've got some real good teaching to show y'all right here, so stick with me, right? So once I left that, this is 17th day of August, y'all, in 2016. I had $52,462 sitting in the bank that day. I had made over $60,000. I had paid cash for a Jaguar convertible, sapphire blue, with navy blue top, white leather, ivory leather interior. It was my dream car. I don't like new vehicles per se. I don't really care about brand new vehicles. This vehicle had come through Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue's drive-through, and every time it did, I would literally say, y'all, let me go get this person. Let me ring them up and drive through, because I wanted to see this car. That sapphire blue, that ivory leather was gorgeous. I absolutely loved this Jaguar. It was the sexiest, way sexier than a Corvette in my opinion, and I just loved it, right? So when I got free from the job and started looking at my next vehicle, what do you think I did, y'all? In the first 30 days in Exitus Elite, right vehicle with the right kind of commissions, right owner, right everything, with me doing my right kind of getting out the people, letting go, let these people connect with me, what did I do? I paid cash for a Jaguar convertible the exact year I wanted. I got a $3,000 driveway, and I had enough money. I was making enough money to be able to pay my house off. Owed $27,000 on my house, y'all. Can you imagine what $1,000 commissions were doing, right? So the first time I ever had logged in the bank with 50 to 60,000 sitting there, it was because of Exitus Elite. And this is today, so this was back in 2016, y'all. So I want you to understand, even today, y'all, the kind of money I'm making here, $12,000 months right here. I am really, y'all, between June and August, June, July, August, until when school sets back in, I really vacation, y'all. I spend a lot of time with my son. If I go get him from school, we'll go to the movie theater. We'll go get something to eat. You want to go to GameStop? He knows games and stuff very well. Things of that nature, y'all. And so I'm in his life, a big part of that, y'all. We're part of each other's life. We're together close, extremely close, right? So days like this really mean something to me when me and him go to Olive Garden and then go to the movie, watch a movie together at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday and nobody else is there. It's just literally me and him joking and cutting up and having fun. And that's where the image come from right here, y'all. 12,000 in a month. So even in the summertime, I really lay back a lot because lead numbers and stuff let back off a lot because people are vacationing. They're doing their thing. But when school sets back in, people are looking money. That's when I decided to start taking it seriously. I've learned that every year. And then for that until the rest of the year, y'all, you're going to see me just hammering away big time, right? But I wanted you to understand this is in 2022, $12,000 months right here, $8,350 in 2 weeks, $15,000 plus in 5 weeks. This is all in 2022. This is 2016, y'all. 40,000 in 30 days inside that month. Newbies on Fire made 18,000 a month or so. Went to number 3 all time before COVID. Now, the reason I'm going to show you this, I'm going to talk about why these businesses are being posted here, and you'll understand why in just a second. So, even though I was making really good money at Exitus Elite, there was other businesses that had just popped up. My downline was going crazy. They wanted me to be part of it, right? So I jumped in it, quit focusing on Exitus Elite. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it. I thought it was great, but I was losing money. People are contacting me saying, "Hey, Shawn, can you send me the link to blah, blah, blah?" And so I had to join, basically what happened. So I joined the business. I made like $18,000 pretty quickly. And then watched the owner make terrible decisions, run it into the ground, was not man enough to turn it around, and then just kill the business. And I was getting tired of that happening over and over and over again, right? But let me show you the different businesses I did. Newbies on Fire came in November. I didn't get in until January. The COVID thing took place right after. So I literally had, I think within the first 10 days, I lost my voice, and then COVID hit. I wound up making about $18,000 in just like a month and a half or so, something like maybe 2 months. I went to number 3 on the all-time leaderboard. I was often number 1 for the week, but that's where I was at. And then when COVID hit, it really just put a hurting on it. So for a business to me to be focused at, I'm not going to put myself down because I was moving to become number 1 probably. It's a really good chance. Number 1, number 2. But I just, with COVID and everything happening, it didn't happen. So... But this is the kind of commissions I was making on a regular basis at Newbies on Fire. 100, here's 25, here's 25, there may be a 500, there's 2 500 right here that day. $75, 25, here's 500, 25. So a lot of $25, a lot of 100s, small commissions right here, right? So IPS kind of relate to that. I know you got 3 different levels over here. So again, I was at another business called Press One Cash. These were $200 commissions each, right? So I was putting the first member in for them, and the reason I showed this image, nobody in this company was doing that. So in my one-up systems, I literally put your first member in for you. That means that, and same with Exitus Elite as well, at the $1,000, $2,000 level, somebody comes in, every person you put in, every commission you is going to be yours, and I am qualifying you. So this is Jerry right here. I put Darren underneath Jerry, Philip under Darren, and Bones underneath Philip, and then kept on going down here. Yo, I could just scroll this bad boy, and you would be amazed at how long that green line went parallel like that, running diagonal. And nobody in the company even come close to doing what I was doing, but I had the highest ratio. Literally every person was qualified in my team because I wanted to give that to them as a gift. Well, today I still do the exact same thing inside of Exitus Elite and have been doing that since 2016. So I have the highest ratio of qualified members inside of our team itself. And I'm going to show you a lot of the gifts I do. So I put your first member in for you. But what were all these businesses missing, y'all? Let me show you this. $2,000, $2,000 commissions, y'all. $2,000 sitting right here. That is life-changing income. And every time, every commission I made inside of Pressman Cash, I was #1 in the world. I made some pretty good months, like $18,000, $20,000 in a month. Mobile Biz Up was #1 in the world, about the same kind of income, same owner, kind of a lot of the same business, to be honest. But I was rolling in it, right? But here's the thing. What did all these businesses have in common? I kept sitting there thinking to myself, well, that's a $200 commission. $1,000 commissions is where the money is at, y'all. I kept saying to myself, if I was inside at Exitus Elite right now focusing at this would have been, instead of $20,000, it would have been $100,000 that I had created, right? There's a big difference between $20,000 and $100,000. But here's the thing. That was only at the $1,000 level. Let me show you some of the 1,000s I got right here. Now, I did a search earlier, and what happens is I did, you received $1,000, you got money, and I have literally still got it sitting up here. This is what I did a search on earlier. So you can tell it's real, right? So it's absolute reality. The only thing was PayPal had changed the email. So it no longer said you received $1,000. This maybe a couple months back. So it started looking like that. And I quit taking those images because they weren't as pretty. They didn't show that. It just says you got money instead of showing, what I did a search for. So there's a lot more of PayPal to change the emails and not as pretty. That's basically what I quit. And you just saw it's real. So, well, what's even more than that now, y'all? Now, today, Exitus Elite, I've got a higher ratio of people coming to G2000 over the G1000. So it wouldn't be 5 times more of the $200 level. It would be 10 times more the $200 level. Now, what does that do? That means that literally I can do less work and make a lot more money. Y'all, when I was up here, y'all, as #1 in the world right here, y'all, every day I was working my tail off. I was paddling as hard as I could. It looked good on the leaderboard, but I was broke. Y'all, I can tell you that. Now, I literally take months off. We got a 40-foot yacht that I take, that we have at the beach, and I'll go there and stay the whole weekend, and I may make a video, may not make a video. You know what I'm saying? I can come and go as I please. I've got freedom to do whatever I want to do. Spend time here. I totally remodeled this room. If you looked at my other videos, you see the 2 arcade games over here. I'm pointing the other way now. I totally remodeled this room here, remodeled the bathroom, remodeled the living room. My pool table room right here, my son's room, is going to probably get done before long. My bedroom's going to get redone as well. So during all this time, y'all, when I'm over here remodeling and doing all this stuff, y'all, these are $12,000 months, $8,350 in 2 weeks' time, $15,000 months. Wow, I won't even promoting it directly, to be honest, y'all. So IPS and things like that, y'all, the problem with these little businesses are, there's nothing wrong with them, I understand it. Neither was nothing wrong with that $33 business. I told you, that owner there told me what I needed to know to move ahead in my business to where I'm at now. The problem is, you're not positioning yourself to make life-changing income. And that 1 or 2 little tricks that they're trying to show you is not going to teach you everything that you need to know. Now, let me show you this. I've got some, this video is coming close to the end, I promise. Okay, so 1 or 2 tricks will not teach you everything. Will they teach you this? I've been #1 in the world in everything I've done. I didn't do that by 1 or 2 tricks that someone showed me and by doing exactly what everyone else is doing. Actually, I did the exact opposite. Y'all, this is back in Amway days. Observe the masses and do what? Do the opposite. Because unless the masses all have what you want, you don't need to be following them. So if you're in a business right now, I don't care what business you are, and you've got a link, and y'all got all the exact same copy and paste, and whoever's succeeding, which are probably doing something else in the first place to be succeeding like they are, they're going to say, oh, okay, well, congratulate these people because it's going to look like you're congratulating somebody. Yo, I'm going to tell you, I've never really done that. I've congratulated my downline for succeeding. In Power Lead Systems, Billy Chalmers is one of my downline, Exitus Elite. He's #1 on the leaderboard, even beating Frank Calabro. It's a big thing for him. I know it should be. So I'm congratulating him. He makes $1,500 in a week or something. That's a big thing for someone moving up. And so I'm proud of my downline. So I will congratulate Jay going from 100 to the $1,000 level, overcoming things in his life. I'm not going to go into his details, but y'all, I'm going to tell you, this is big stuff right here, y'all. I cannot tell you how big it is, but it's big. And to see him succeeding and making money, it pushes me, y'all. So I'm going to congratulate people like that. But to just go grab people because the leaderboard has somebody else up there showing money, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to teach people to do it. I'm not going to tell you not to. But at the same time, y'all, building your own credibility, go bust your butt. Go make sales. Use that sales to make momentum. Use that momentum to make more momentum. It's the things that I'm going to teach you, right? So let me show you this. When are these people going to show you how to make your own private sales page for your team, right? So branding yourself, you are the biggest PR person you will ever have. There's nobody in the world going to be a bigger PR guy than you. So whatever business you're in, understand that. You need to get seen and you need to get heard. The higher the commissions are, y'all, the more that life-changing and easily it's going to happen, right? Let me explain what I'm saying. When I got an Exitus Elite, y'all, owed $27,000 in my house. You make 2 or 3 of these bad boys at $1,000 or $2,000. You start saying to yourself, well, let's see, 26 more of these or 23 more of these, my house is paid off. Then it becomes realistic that this is real life goals that are possible. Paying your house off. Or if you're making $2,000 commissions because you position yourself to make $2,000 commissions, then you start thinking, wow, y'all, 12 or 13 emails, 12 or 13 will change my life. And on top of this, y'all, even this email right here, this is only, what did I type in? I didn't even type in G2000. I typed in the 1000. And on top of that, I get paid in a lot of different ways. So this is just PayPal alone. I'm not even showing Cash App, Google Pay, or anything else, y'all, or Western Union or anything. I'm just showing PayPal alone with the money that I brought in from it. So, of course, there's other ways we can get paid. Exitus Elite, we get paid immediately. We get to pick out one to get paid. We always make 100% commissions. We got the best owner I have ever seen. Support, y'all. I have left businesses where I was number one because support wouldn't help my downline. If they won't help me in my downline, I can't be there. So I had to leave. Yo, I'm telling you, I've got members that have joined underneath me that feel the exact same way about Exitus Elite as I do. It's home. It's actually became home, y'all. But I want you to understand, to make life-changing income, you got to be positioned to yourself to make that life-changing income. Now, what am I going to teach y'all? I'm going to teach you to brand yourself. Y'all, in the first video right here, y'all, there's a 6-minute video from the company. Here I am laying on the yacht. I know you can't see this, but it's a 40-foot yacht that we've got. I made $1,000 commission while I was there. Great. Well, while I was editing video, I made another 1,000. So I was like, you know what? This would be a perfect time. I got over 400 videos. I love this business. I can breathe this business. I know the owner. I know the quality of the system. I know the training itself. I know everything about it. I'd be a perfect candidate to talk about this. So what's the only thing that Exitus Elite was missing, in my opinion, was someone to connect with. They got awesome, beautiful capture pages. So to the point that even the videos and stuff up here at the top that I created, the banner itself only mimics the quality of the system itself. So if Exitus Elite or Paul Stevenson's name's mentioned, it is going to be quality, period. He's not going to allow anything less. That's why it's 8 years old and still around, making incredible income, and people are smiling from ear to ear with this company. And I can tell y'all, man, a couple months back we had a webinar. My team, after the webinar, didn't even go to bed till after 1 o'clock because they were talking back and forth. I got a private chat for just the G1000, G2000 members that have over 20-some members in it that are active members at the 1000, 2000s. These are usually, almost all of them do Power Elite systems, so they know how to do pages like this. They all, just about all of them do YouTube videos and things of that nature, or looking to get into YouTube videos. So they're really happy with this group of people that they got. They help each other to support the person, not just the business, y'all. 2022 yearly admin fee is gone. It's a one-time admin fee now. Webinar presentation, y'all. I'm going to show you this right now. Give it 2 seconds. I think I opened up the, excited about Exitus Elite easy. Okay, let me show you this. This 40-foot yacht right here, I think you can see this, y'all. That was paid with Exitus Elite. My little Jaguar was paid for Exitus Elite right here. This is me and my son I showed you earlier. This is me and my girlfriend out and about, y'all. This is our 20-foot boat that we have at the lake house itself. I wanted y'all to know who I was to give these people someone to connect with. So at the very beginning, I give that. This point, this PowerPoint right here, y'all, I literally started at 8 a.m. and didn't finish till 5 a.m. the next morning. Time I got everything worked out and worked in all the artwork and everything like that. I explained all the levels into it, how it works. I literally talk about the owner, y'all. This is Paul Stevenson right here. If you've never met him before, the best owner I have ever met. I've been with Power Elite Systems. I've done training for the company itself for the $1,000 commissions. One of the leaders that was chosen to do that. So I love the Power Elite Systems. That's how I make this page. That's how I brand myself. That's how I stand above everybody else. That's why I keep telling you, quit trying to observe, do what everybody else is doing. Observe the masses and do the opposite. Make things for your team that's going to let these people connect with them. Give them someone that believes in the business. Hopefully, they're like my downline, and they're taking these pages and putting them in it, not me, but them inside of it. But at least I want somebody that's going to connect with them. So I'm teaching these people to brand them. There's nothing bigger, nothing better you'll ever do for yourself than to brand you into a business and people know who you are. Point blank, period. If you believe in the business, you're all in. People are more likely to go all in because you're all in. You're leading by example. If you're applying action, you're going to learn the answers, good or bad. I don't care. You're going to learn from both if you know you're not going to quit. Pick one way and master that way. Just like Tim Chasson has told me, that's exactly what I did. And learn to, and look out and be accessible. Those are the things. You don't need to be some big guru. Guru is someone that just knows exactly what I just told you. That's it. You're the one making them into a guru. These people have just learned to let go, love a business, breathe the business, because if you don't love it, y'all, it's just like I kept telling you earlier. You cannot make hundreds and hundreds of videos for a company if you don't believe in what you do. You can't. You just can't. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all right now, y'all. It's so important that you find the right vehicle to do these very things. Okay, where am I at here? Let's get back to, yeah, okay. Now, let me show you this. I'm going to move a lot quicker right here, y'all. Here's some more, giving these people someone to connect with. All my links right here. This is a picture of me and my son right here. All the social media, even Udemy down here. So what's the only thing missing from all this, y'all? Is duplication. So what do? People that come in at the G1000, G2000 level wind up getting this page created by me personally. So I'm literally doing this for them. That's all their links. And here's Miss Jamie. This is her page with her email, with all the links going to her social media, with her Udemy connected down there. So if somebody wants to do paid advertising, they're going to sign up underneath her. She gets 15% commissions for life. Now, let me show you this. This is my 3-generation bonus training. Y'all, these 29 videos are brand new. These are powerful ones. Talking about hang-ups, the problem with all marketers, things of that nature, y'all. I literally show you how I edit the videos and YouTube routine. How I can take an hour and a half and be able to go a week and a half without doing any work at all. Literally on the yacht, on a 40-foot boat, fishing, listening to music, laying back in the cold AC, loving life, at the lake house with my girlfriend, out on the little 20-foot boat, whatever I'm doing, y'all. If it's just being lazy here, if I'm remodeling my house or my girlfriend's house, whatever I'm doing, y'all, I can do whatever I want to do. It frees me up. And why? Because comparing that to a $33 business where I was killing myself every day to this, because that's what life-changing businesses can do for you. And understand, let these people connect with you is the answer. That's why I keep telling you. IPS's big brother is a big brother. This is where you want to be sitting, y'all. There's nothing wrong with IPS. I'm just trying to tell you. Get into the right vehicles, y'all, and change your life. Exitus Elite questions and answers sitting right here. What makes Exitus Elite great, y'all? Now, I made this the other day. I want you to see this part right here. This is brand new, y'all. Welcome to Exitus Elite. So I wanted to put down what made Exitus Elite great. And then down here, I wanted to show all the bonuses that we give, right? So obviously, best owner, I've told you all that stuff, y'all. There's so many different things. The lead system in the back does a great job telling you all the information about the leads. Emails going out, things of that nature, does everything it's supposed to do. Paul runs and manages an incredible business. So that's basically what you need right there at the top. But down here, y'all, I make this for our team. Some places charge you $20 a month. And I'm literally taking my time to put your picture in there, all this stuff, y'all. I have got so many people. I live on this part right here, y'all. I'm going to tell you, this is Power Elite Systems. So this is Billy, this is Jamie, this is Brian, this is Calvin, this is Clarence, this is Jim, this is Brandy Lynn, this is Frank, this is Jim. I mean, you see this, right? All these people right here, right? There are pages I've created for my team, all from G1000 and G2000 members that are doing the business that's in our private chat as well. So down here, where am I at? There we go. So that's one of the bonuses. Number 2, that 3-generation bonus training. There's 29 brand new videos. I got over 50 videos, y'all. I've cherry picked the best videos I had ever done. I got Craigslist Corner. I got pricing for Craigslist for everywhere across the United States. Your mega swipe files in huge. That is huge. With my own artwork and stuff like that, I'm going to show you that you can use. Solo ad section, y'all. I was #1 YouTube video for Udemy back in 2019. I know how it works pretty well. Even though I don't do paid advertising, I was good enough that I got #1 video, I can tell you that. So I put that in here so you can get all the information you need to know. Generation 3, y'all, are updated. Some of the videos are all the way back in 2017, things of that nature. Don't worry about that. I'm looking while I was #1 in the world in the business, doing certain techniques that were working. And even I could do them today, just like say it's 2022. There's no need. This is, I mean, really, this is at that moment. This is raw. Understand the training itself. If it's for Exitus Elite or something else, it don't matter. It really don't matter. Get the gist of it, what I'm trying to tell you. But right now, 2022, y'all, this is $2,000 days. Great video on how I do things and win it in 2 businesses, not just 1, but 2. This is actually beside the yacht itself, y'all. Here's another one for 2022. So the background I used to have with all my arcade games. I got 13 arcade games. Out on the lake one day, $2,138. 1 hour of phone calls talking about credibility, making momentum, making more momentum, $40,000 in 30 days. These are really good videos right here, y'all. But all these ones right here, these 5-minute videos right here are absolutely awesome. And this is the ones I've just recently done as well. Capture page, y'all. Again, branding yourself, giving these people someone to connect with. Literally something like this. Hey, y'all, this is Shawn. I just want to let you know I appreciate you coming through and check this out. Y'all, this is the best business, the best owner I've ever seen. The most money I've ever made in a day, $9,000 days, $13,000 on a weekend, $31,000 in less than 2 weeks inside of a business is all came from this business, y'all. Come through and take a look at this, and if you need anything, I'll be right here. Appreciate it. Something as simple as that, right? I just literally just nailed that off right here. That's what this is. Never say what the name of the company is, and it takes them to our sales page. The exact same one that you get. What, you know, that's what I'm saying. Where are these people? They're not going to teach you to do these things. To understand, there's so much more to online business than just one trick. Now, even this image right here, y'all. Let me show you this. This is new for 2022 Facebook algorithm. This is a Shawn Powell's Mega Swipe File. I don't give this just to my team and for my team to give to my team. I literally give this to my leads. Why not? Because nobody gives anything to leads. So I have literally, I want you to see what I was on this page, y'all. This thing is ridiculous. So Shawn Powell's Mega Swipe File. I get over 50 locations. They can go there and post for free. Here's headlines. So you can get ideas, copy and paste it or what. Look how long the headlines are right by itself. I mean, there's a bunch. Scroll ad bodies, so people know exactly what to put in here. Then I got Facebook scripts. I've got successful Facebook scripts from people who are 6- and 7-figure earners, my own and other people that I see around me that work. Facebook notes about 2022. Images right here. I give some more examples. Thumbnails, y'all, talking about branding me every step of the way. I even in my training show you the software I use to make thumbnails and things of that nature, y'all. Here's my artwork using that image earlier. I made 50 to 60 leads on my timeline with this image alone. So I'm giving this for my downline to use. 31,000 in 13 days, 40,000. This was just a couple of weeks ago. I added this one here. I wanted to add some new stuff. This is August for August that month. It's only September now. August 29th, I made 2 of in case somebody wanted to use that one instead. I mean, y'all, this is right here. Another $2,000 commission sitting right here. So, and then on top of that, I've got my own payment page. And then on top of that, y'all, our private chat where I was talking about earlier, I've got all my members from G1000, G2000. Sometimes I'm going down the road and I just do an audio saying, hey, y'all, such and such, blah, blah, blah. Or Matthew asked a question or answered or whatever. These guys know online business as good as I do, many of them. So it's not just Shawn. You're going to hear all the group helping each other. You need to get over your pride issues and ask questions. And when you do, I'm not going to answer it just for you. I'm going to answer it for the whole group or the whole chat so that everybody sees it. Why do I not do a Facebook group? Because people don't pay attention to Facebook groups as much as Messenger. Messenger get a notification. People learn that they need to ask, get the answers and things of that nature, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And then even this page right here, y'all, the Shawn Mega Swile, I just showed you that one, some of it. Even this page right now, where literally the one I'm showing you, I've given to my downline as well. So if they want to do YouTube videos or however they want to get out to people, y'all, the page I'm literally showing you is right here, bonus team material. So not only am I teaching you to brand yourself, pick one way to get out to people and to master it, and all the things I have learned along the way, some of that mental things and things of that nature, getting over your hangups or whatever it's going to be, learning to stay in the trenches. That's where you're going to learn stuff at. It's never going to be one trick or two tricks or anything like that. It's like some of these places do. And I can look at every person that's in part of that business and say they're doing it. And what's worse is I don't feel like they can do something else different, because if they do, they're not doing what they're teaching. You understand what I'm saying? I'm literally telling you that getting out, letting these people connect with you, and being positioned in the business that's going to change your life is what's going to make the difference. So, what in all the businesses above having common, I always thought if this was Exitus Elite, I would be making 5 times this with every sale. Well, you make $300. We make $2,000. I have got, let's see, out of the last 10, 8 of them came in at $2,000 level. I've got a 20-to-1 ratio. People come at $2,000 or higher. Yes, we have $100, $250 to $500 level, but to be honest, y'all, it's just people just usually come at the highest level. If they come at lower level and want to upgrade, great, absolutely. Once they come into 1,000, 2,000, I'll still put their first member in for them. All the lower levels come with it. If they come in at the G1000 and want to go to G2000, they don't get punished. They just pay the difference for that one-time admin fee, just the gap between it, $100, and then pay for the rest of for the package, so you have access and the rights to sell it, right? So I bought that. So I thought that when I hit 20,000 newbies on fire, this would have been 100,000. I thought that at Press One Cash and Mobile Biz Off as well, and number one in those. So instead of 20,000, most of these are going G2000. That would have been $200,000 for the exact same amount of people that I did for 20,000. You understand what I'm saying? That's the difference. So here's the verdict, y'all. Stop playing with these smaller businesses and position yourself into a business that is rock solid, that feels like home, that has support that is beyond incredible, and an owner that matches that as well. Get positioned at life-changing income to change your life. If someone doesn't have what you want, then don't follow them, plain and simple. Don't think any one business is going to teach you everything you need to know. That is just being naive. Just like real-world storefronts, you will learn in the trenches, and by you applying action, that is what is going to propel you forward, not just for this business, but all others moving beyond. Now, again, this is me and my son. I posted this from a video I done recently, right? Let me show you this, y'all. 6 years later, I'm still getting notifications. I just posted this on Facebook yesterday of $1,000. Y'all, I'm still with the same business, 8-year-old business. I couldn't be more pleased with the owner support. I love it more now than I did when I first got into the business. The commissions are even bigger, and every email is life-changing income. And look at it, going all the way back to 6 years of my notifications, y'all, from Facebook. You know you're in the right kind of business. Now, this is last night, y'all. These are not the prettiest pictures, but I'm going to show you something. This is me and my son is 15 years old, sitting outside, burning marshmallows, making s'mores right here, right? This is my son, not with a phone, not with anything. Me, him, the kitty cats are around us, and mosquitoes. That's what we got. One of our kitty cats passed away last night. So thank God we stayed outside last night. I had no idea. I had to get it this morning and bury it before my son came out. But look at this, y'all. This may not look like much. That's priceless to me. This is priceless. This is freedom. This is me being home with my son every day. Being able to have memories with him, things like that's going to always be with him. My dad worked 70 hours a week at Mount Pickle Plant. Y'all, his whole summer, I grew up without my dad, to be honest, y'all. And there's nothing against him. It's just how the times were in the 70s and 80s, right? Because I'm old. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, this is priceless right here. The right vehicle done right is more than life-changing. It is priceless. And that's what I want y'all to know. If you're not in a business that mathematically would change your life, you're not going to be changing your life. You're going to make some money on the side. You're going to be spinning your wheels or whatever you're going to be, y'all, but you're never going to be to that next level of making life-changing income, y'all, and being, and there's a world of difference. All right, y'all, I know this is an extremely long video. I just wanted to tell everybody, y'all, that, IPS is a good business. So is the other businesses, Mobile Biz Off, Press One Cash, things of that nature. But when I quit playing with these businesses, some of them where the owners literally ran it into the ground and things of that nature, y'all, and started focus in life-changing income businesses in an 8-year-old business, that's when everything changed. The things I teach my team and downline, y'all, are the things that I do personally. I lead by example. Y'all, like I said, all you got to do is just go to YouTube right now, type in Exitus Elite and Shawn Powell, let this bad boy scroll, and you're going to see, look, 6 years ago, y'all, made $31,000 in 12 days. 31,000 in 12 days. And look, this is me at my kitchen table with that $4 stand. Here we go, man. 6 years ago. I'm telling y'all. And look, try today. Go post your little image and tell me how long it takes you to make 31,000. I have the clock set for you and see. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Getting the right kind of business, y'all, is going to change your life. I'm going to end this, y'all. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. Please contact me, y'all. Tell me you want me to put your first member in for you, get you part of our team, get in that private chat. Everything you need, y'all, is going to be sitting right here. All you're going to have to do is get your mind right and apply action, y'all, and be accessible. Answer the phone, and you can have no different than what I'm doing. And like I said, y'all, just watch me. Subscribe to my channel. You'll see everything I'm doing. I lead by example. I don't have some hidden place where I get leads. This is what I do. I've never spent a dime on any form of advertising, and I've been free from a job for, what, 7 years? You understand what I'm saying? Got free in 6 months with a phone? Doing Facebook. Y'all, I'm telling you, you got with the right person, the right team. You're the best team in the company. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video and part of the team. Appreciate it.